While the feds get set to table their budget tomorrow, Saskatchewan is today. The province is going to unveil it this afternoon, I believe, and Premier Brad Wall says it will be, quote-unquote, a tightened budget. Lisa Mrazek's in Regina with more on that. Good morning, Lisa.
Well, good morning, Pat. You're exactly right. It is going to be a bit of a tight budget. Premier Wall has been warning that. Of course, we've seen revenues from resources, oil, potash, not being quite what they were in the past, so they're going to have to be or make some careful projections this time around. Now, last year, the whole theme was keeping what the Saskatchewan government had dubbed the Saskatchewan Advantage, and so we'll find out what the new theme of the 2013-14 provincial budget is when the finance minister rises in the House just shortly after question period, which will be around 2:15 or so local time, and actually unveils the provincial budget. Now, we did get a few more insights into what the actual budget will entail, perhaps some confirmation. The finance minister met reporters in his office yesterday afternoon in keeping with tradition of actually highlighting some sort of symbol to represent the budget. Now, he actually pointed to the fact that he got some new shoes. Often what the government will do is point to an item that they'll wear on budget day that will be symbolic. So the minister says he did get some new shoes, but he pointed out the fact that this is not, these were not expensive shoes. They were quite affordable. He actually had to get the A-OK from his wife. So he says, that means he was living within his means, that the shoes were very affordable. But again, this is going to be a tightened budget. He brought out a shoehorn to show that with new shoes, can be a bit of a tight squeeze. So again, this is going to be a tightened budget for the government.
It is a tight budget in respect that there are many priorities that have been put forward. We have to work within our means, and we're going to ensure that revenue is going to exceed expenditures. And when that happens, it is a balanced budget. Budget will be balanced on both the revenue side for the financial, the summary financial statements, and it will also be balanced on the general revenue fund side.
Now, Pat, it's also important to point out that if this is in fact going to be a true balanced budget, that it will have to be balanced as well on the summary financial statements, as the minister said. And the summaries are, of course, more of an overall picture of the government finances. They include Crown Corporation debt, so again, more of an overall picture. But the provincial NDP have some ideas of their own. Finance critic Trent Witherspoon met with reporters yesterday and offered the finance minister some tap dancing shoes to replace the new shoes that he bought for budget day, saying that, the government has been doing a lot of tap dancing as of late. They're more concerned with show over reality. And so he says these new tap dancing shoes would help the minister with his song and dance routine that he's been known to do. But in all seriousness, of course, he said that they are hoping that the government does put forward a solid budget for the people of Saskatchewan.
This is a government that's focused more about show and less so about the actual reality or a sound budget. So we thought appropriately we'd get him some shoes that would allow him to continue his tap dancing tomorrow on budget day, and would allow him to put on the song and dance routine that he certainly has been known to do. And we would hope, though, that he is focused on something else.
So yes, Pat, we're going to find out everything this afternoon at 2:30, and of course, or around 2:30, and of course I'll be here to bring you guys all the latest details.
Lisa, look forward to that. Thanks very much.
No problem at all, Pat. Thanks.